mea sa tong chi ang koro ong ha o ma ka sa wa ta ta sa ta le da ma me da ba wa ma sa ma sa do om sa wa ta ta la a be ke ka no sa ma ya shi ye wo ma ka la ra ba ya ma da hong bai om sa ba wa jo so da ma so ba wa jo da 东巴尼的这个东巴嘛，我们这玩摩羯啊，东就家就完了，那东嘛，红的就完了。拉的了这不东巴的就东巴没把什么没得完，基本就见的完了，完了就完就嘛个什么嘛，完了嘛，那没那个。我嘛往没我往嘛个什么个完了完了，那边那个我嘛往没。嘛个什么个都完了嘛，那边那个我嘛往没做完。西方了上到了的也就把中间上了，上到了的也就把关键来了，是不是？的也就关键把长阶段我都找个老上的老那么多的那个阿瓦罗一个的我们上班上班我这个阿瓦罗一个的我们上班红的嘛都我的他。哦，罗个的没上班我。 也给他来进行不错，这人家那边的当然都有这种什么的，那个具体这个就跟到底差不多嘛，不要在当然的这个差不多了，说吧，就跟现在吧，像那个吧，这个这个时间啦，什么地了，哪里是真？ 他这么着的，吃的啦，西罗个出家人，吃的这长毛就得了个，啥了个把那没干的给啥嘛，什么红着了，炸了白了，那火把个没了的红嘛，俺们讲把这些西这个这个从这来。 来家吵架那个刚这边出门把那个谁就吵架，他就刚根据叫我就，哎呀没这个做的要嘛的嘛，我一个在这是红椒黄白的马拉呀好特别，哦，这个好吧，往啊，罗马人吧。 上去真的马步写给我嘞，这些人用这个嘞，但什么啥把啥当拍的卡些人啥啦，那么当说。
So today we are receiving the Yamantaka empowerment, and there is many older senior disciples here who have received empowerment many times. So I will keep the explanation limited today. However, is there anyone who is completely new, who has never received an empowerment before? And please raise your hand.
Oh, apa mampu pecah, akhirnya dia boleh. Yang ini jata, datang haji Jepang, wang ini song Jepang jadi semua, jadi wang di Jepang, kasih suci dalam suci kaya, jadi kalau tu asal pada lebih orang, kangen dia na, sempi tamji ke, luar dari situ tambah jakawan dia orang sih. 가래도 참고를 좋아해 우리 대비를 자야 보리 들이 샘지 당시 이제는 샘디 오네더니 르샘이가 안 되라 들이 딘성 참아지 라기 참대 이런 것을 파빠느니 폰카 딘성 도지 콜로 존 담성을 이제는 샘지 당시들이 라기게 이제는 딘성 오다면서 깨버는 바 너네 여기서 접성을 못했나 simply to the unity, Sajid, sound over your raison.
So there's quite a few new disciples. That's wonderful and Vashitelek. And so, first of all, in brief, Chikten Sumgön had said that the difference between the sutras and the tantras is the empowerment. And some people speak about whether or not you should or are permitted to receive many empowerments. And so explain that briefly, since there are quite a few new people to this practice. Sentient beings' body, within the body of all sentient beings, the 100 peaceful and wrathful deities are complete, so they abide within you. And actually, somebody asked the question of how they dwell within you, and that's an excellent question. So sentient beings, on the basis, their body and speech in their fundamental nature has the nature of what is called the three seed mandalas. This is also explained in the Vajrakilaya practice, for example, where it says with the aggregates and elements are pervaded by the Vajra mandala of the three seeds. So what that is to say is that in their fundamental nature, the nature of all sentient beings is actually Buddha. Also, Jigten Sumgen said in the Gongchik that the generation stage of the deity is primordially complete, established within you. So that means that sentient beings in their fundamental nature are Buddhas, or they possess the potential or the seed for Buddhahood.
사강들 용왕아 요래 난 생긴게 주는 유무방아 요래 생용왕아도 조건들 상게 요래 용왕아라기 샤다로 봐사 차초 워롱 주매 셈남까지 그 잡을 사강도 미치다고 그래 차요래 난 생긴에 대대로 뜻이 미나 마음이나 다지요래 다지니 생긴 차요래 다진이 지금 첫바디 다진이 매발들이 또 센터를 센 다진이 요 말이야 다진이 매발 다진이 독서 류니 요에 지장진 처리요래 들이 대하고는 산속 생보는 다진이 매와 하고서 타는 오 들이 참아 있지바리 속디만 좀 핀지 잡지 비가치 뭐에 참아 님몽아 있지바리 풍봉아 있지바리 참아 있지바리 하고는 그때 미만 미기 제발이 미지 왕성 미는 가르게 미고를 산속sem을 미고래 산속sem을 미니들이 산속sem까지 인피를 이는 피고 삼지대래 나지 지바강에 나ጭ고 야고 차고 삼지대거든요 차론다고 차대요래 그때 산속sem을 미용나 들이 참아들이 사이용이 자통다고 다 붙줄 차고요래 그래서 제일 민지들이 왕 것들이 들이 룽아에서 멤버십 para 들이 사이 고성 독자 들이 사고 나다 세무상속 세지 제일 들이 미나 메토 사용 미나 들이 메토 윤지 사만 정도요래 데이터가 들이 소장 가서 남나 들이 세지 탐지 미나 사제의 윤지 세지 사만 정도요래 대 멤버십 para 민지 왕성 들이 제일 요나 마미나 이 매도 성우 망시 초라로 그래 매도들 성우 자오는 나는 성우들이 이래마도 나보다 미도고 요마 배대회는 실질적으로 초라로 그래 매도 성우 용띠 용은 땡땡지 왕성 이제 창들이들이 담바를 자티 당한들이 사적성 메뉴는 이 시간은 절로 그래 유몽아 마미는 유몽 동아리 그래 그 유몽도 시념도 요래 심하시네 우리 때는 산속 생물들이 유몽가의 시간은 절로 그래 되게 되면지죠 왕 자신을 통하지 말이 사이코만 보라 왕만 보래 되게니 시지가 감이야 오 사설들이 쭉 참는데 오 시지 들이 무슨 유명하게 위해서 배제다 소하 쭉 냠서 가면 들이 삼치가 용되지 못하고 그래 다 고소는 오 사카리는 제베치 파리지 그도 삼치지 카카는 때 들어오다 버리 난 센터들 산속세를 해서 하고는
entire universe or this planet, this earth, is just like one person. And then also the inner sentient beings, although there are many, they are the same. So in the time when sentient beings are not matured yet, they grasp at a self-other duality. They are confused by this perception, which is why we call them sentient beings. Confused because self and other do not actually exist. There is no separation within the mind. But because we believe that there exists a separation between self and other, we are confused. So in order to clear away this confusion and to realize that self and other do not exist, we give rise to bodhicitta. Then you realize, oh, actually we are all the same. There only seems to be a duality in terms of our bodies, but actually our minds are all one or connected. We are all the same. The 5 afflictive emotions are the same. Our 5 aggregates are all the same. So if you understand that, you see the difference between ripe or unripe, mature, immature. So the empowerment is called ripening empowerment. And how do we ripen? We must ripen by cultivating bodhicitta. And then what is bodhicitta? It is the wish to benefit, the altruistic wish to benefit sentient beings. Normally, we only think about ourselves and we think that I want to be happy. And this is what causes the mind to freeze into an ice block. It melts, or the mind ripens, if we give rise to bodhicitta. So realizing this, realizing your true nature, the qualities of the deity will arise within you. They are present within your body. So realizing these qualities within you then leads to the ripening of yourself into the rainbow-like form of the deity. So for that to happen, we receive the ripening empowerment that allows us, our body, speech, and mind, to ripen into the enlightened body, speech, and mind of the deity. So to ripen in this way, we visualize our body in the form of the deity. With our speech, we recite the mantra, and with our mind, we give rise to bodhicitta. And if we do so, then all the qualities of the deity ripen, just like the seeds of a flower, a flower seed ripening into a flower. So all the qualities, the path of individual liberation, bodhisattvas, and the Vajrayana path, sentient beings, mind stream is gradually ripened into enlightenment, into Buddhahood. So that is the purpose of the ripening empowerment. If we remain in an unripe state, then we are like this flower seed that becomes spoiled. And most seeds of a flower never ripen. For example, if you have 100 seeds, maybe one or so ripens and the rest becomes spoiled, even though the qualities of the flower are complete within the seed. So we have said that within us, the 100 peaceful and wrathful deities are complete. And they ripen through the empowerment and cultivating a mind of bodhicitta. In this way, then, the 5 poisons or the 5 afflictive emotions, which are yet unripe, then ripen into the 5 wisdoms. And so this is what needs to be understood. The empowerment, the meaning is all the same. Or even if you practice only a single deity, you know that within this one deity, all the deities are complete. For example, now when you practice Yamantaka, then you know that all the other deities are complete within Yamantaka. So the body, speech, and mind of all the deities are one and the same. The qualities are the same. And understanding the deity in this way, by practicing a single deity, you actually you accomplish the qualities of all the deities, the same result. And the deities are all the same. It is just like wearing different clothing. But their mind is one and the same, and that is a mind of bodhicitta.
Tere tewe zabu lini tere kange mangbo yongwe ta na chaga la sawa tere mangbo yongwe kap tili lama kewe chini na pasam cheke o ta la dasab de tongori la che kashige droma kashige ta la sa rang kange dam zo kange te songwe yore te ring ne yinang te rang kang tere te pa yichi che na tere la te sa che wa rimne lang ne tere che pa yong ma ri 자라탐게 시롱도 쨌잖아. 그 랑게 냠니스 합제네 그 리보는 배나 그 사테니 엔디오레 베르테스는 저타니 스랍치라리 대외는 그 살치바 요마데 랑게 냠니 사합에 주가 텔레티리 이랑게 대파트는 무슬라kam에 초박거리죠. 사테 소지 냠니 제고요레 대다다 신기해요. 되니 배나 아소게 사과도 신기 너무 판도 가더니 아자티 바카테니 도차진 도사 참아 요리티 코로사노요 보당 저런만 보시고 말이 되니 나트로바카로 로마사니 파처 토아트리아 보지 너는 왕시가 되더니 저런 왕자슈네 라기 냠니시지 예담ចិត្ត 냠니체나 누가 참아있더요 사삼마 되는데 잡았던 지금 즉성을 냠니 예담ចិត្ត대담마치 보리 사삼도 저 장시 오 사죠 왕게 대노도 선은 추송베래 대래 대담 마음과 왕가 체슈나 상하디 상하도 소종 왕리 소타도 소종 나와르는 타이니를 요래 베테다 들이 소드는 들이 랑 산촉세야 아소 le pakata wa pa jongo yore ma go so jo wang le do so jong dong wa pa so mo so do la so wa le de wang de ka che shuna pe yong chi mo yore.
And so nowadays there are a lot of difficulties in this world. For example, there is this new disease spreading and so on. And many lamas, many spiritual teachers then advise us to practice a certain deity, saying that practice this deity. If you do this, it's more profound, it's better. Some say practice Tara, or some say practice any Yidam deity that they personally practice. And of course, to some extent, this is all true, but actually, that deity that you yourself have the greatest faith and devotion in actually possesses the greatest blessing for yourself, because there is no difference in all the deities. It is said that within the expanse of primordial wisdom, all the Buddhas are one. And so whichever deity you yourself are more familiar with, have more faith in, that's the one that is better for you to practice. Because in general, there is really no difference in the different deities. But because of the blessings that we receive from lineage, it is best to practice whichever deity you have the greatest faith and devotion in, that gives you the greatest feeling or experience. That's the one you should practice. For instance, the practice of Yamantaka, that many feel a special experience in, especially, for example, you in the section on the divine pride or confidence of actually being the deity in our text, it explains that very clearly. And so everyone has a certain affinity, and so this is the one that you should follow when it comes to your practice. So we will not speak too much today, but also what I advise you to do, encourage that the newer disciples also ask questions to the senior disciples, and in this way you exchange. But in brief, in any case, even if you receive 100 different empowerments, for your own personal practice, it is most powerful if you practice a single Yidam deity with the understanding that all the deities are complete within that deity, because within the expanse of primordial wisdom, all the Buddhas are one. And that's actually a great instruction. Practice just this one Yidam that you become very familiar with. Because if you start thinking, oh, for this I should practice that, and then for that I should practice this deity, then you just become confused. So in the future, you can receive many different empowerments, because every time you receive an empowerment, it is said that an empowerment is like a sojong practice of the tantras, of the secret mantra. Now in the sutra path, there is a practice called sojong, of purifying and restoring. In the sutra path, the path of individual liberation, one keeps those sojong vows, for example, twice a month. And what is restored and what is purified in the sojong? So means to is your bodhicitta, and jong means to purify, and what is purified is all your negative karmas and your obscurations, your karmic imprints. So the sojong of the secret mantra is the empowerment. And other sojong practices are, for example, the recitation of the Dungshak, the Confession of Downfalls, or the Three Heap Sutra, and so on. And this is very similar to receiving an empowerment. You restore and you purify. So therefore, the more empowerments you receive, the greater is the benefit.
Tene di loju rinpo yore de, loju di ke tang ichi mewa teto mabu che tamche le gogo yore, roma sa pata re. Tene tang roma nyingba re, tene ichi unga tene loju gogo yore ma re de, loju rinpo re, loju tene unga loju che. Tene ichi ka re de, ta rinpo re yunga ta kangen de ta jane ta, rangi betung che toko yore, teto mena tene loju ma loju che. 그래 소소한 것들이 로직적이 요래 가래 다당시 세랍 탐지를 나고요 내 양상들이 쏘아다고 요래 이게 사이를 보도 버티지들이 들이 대는 세랍 탐지를 나고자 가리 작용을 빼나더니다 나라니 나더니 보고 총들이 시지를 해봐 요래 고버들이 옛날들이 시지 시합탄디 하장 짜치고 연장 다 샤탕다 고바다고 저 파욕 제 라왕미 요로 소설 류더버들이 총강다 로지시 쪽요래 다고 자타요 말이 오 들이 자차 타버로 쳤네 자차 작적으로 타가디 가야 누가 맞으면 남이를 철사 철다고 잡요래 로지 성합됐다 그래 타가디 받으라고 했지 성합됐다 로지셔 서적에 누가 딱 맞더래 남이 그랬더니 매적식 라주는 너가 맞아서 되는 수 있지 좀 하고 척요래 이렇게 땅 저거까지 그래서 되는 가공문에 내가 아사 정부 특대 돌담 그때 탄가들이 하졌다 아치 뭐 론지셔라 나 그러지가 괜찮아서 기반 내 발당을 가고 조금만 같은 애들이 좀 맞아 어떻게 봐 자치 뭐 로지 약속이
And so as for the history, it's actually quite long, and it is said that a history is needed for those who trust and who have a lot of doubts in their minds. So maybe for newer disciples. But most disciples here are older disciples, and you trust. So if you really trust, you actually don't. So maybe today we will not read the history, because you all trust, and a sign that you all trust is that you all came from really far away, and you're enduring many hardships. You make an effort to do this practice. So if there are no doubts in your mind, then there is no need for the story. But there is one personal story I would like to share. That's actually the best story. And so that is actually in the supplication in the Yamantaka practice, we supplicate to the deity, please care for me, take me under your care in all lifetimes, Yamantaka. So how does this happen? How does he take care of you in all lifetimes? Actually, there's just a personal story about that. When I was very young, then in our monastery, we had this rule of holding the Yamantaka practice. So since a very young age, I've had a connection to this deity. And there is a very special tanka of that deity that's most precious. And so during the Cultural Revolution then, actually the monastery we couldn't take care of this tanka. And without any self-control, I was arrested and put into prison for 20 years. So I had really, I could not take care of the tanka. And so then in 1981, in 1980, when I was released from prison, so then on the first day of the year of 81, immediately we started the tradition of the Yamantaka again. Right in the beginning, the tanka returned, and nothing at all had happened to it. No harm. No one had harmed the tanka. So that was actually really a sign that the deity. This is how the deity protects. And for 20 years, nothing has happened. Nobody could harm that particular tanka, and just naturally returned. And immediately, upon my return with the new year, we started the Yamantaka retreat right at that time. So this is a very special tanka. Actually, it is hand painted, and it was serving as the meditational support for a previous Gar emanation, Garchen Changzhu. And so during the Cultural Revolution, it disappeared for 20 years, but nothing happened to it. And so this was a time where people were not even allowed to hold a mala in their hands. They were not even allowed to move their mouths, which means they were not allowed to do any prayers or mantra. And still, this very precious image remained unharmed. So that's really the most precious story.
대회를 다다 라가 슬라강 대바치야지 탕카시바 싸치고 슬람다도 참아라 이거리 소시 대바 싸치고리 대바는 들이 남바 산제베 기자 조트버거 타카는 운유트버거 인소 조트버거 소거리 다 탕카리에서 제도상 소시 대바면 플랑구스나 피도 요마리 사진구스로나 자타치고 사진구스로가 얘는 거바데니 요래 소시 대바는 탕카됐다거나 랑고 낙보자들 로지처럼 되다고 돼요. 이제 타가 탐지를 하고 싹강 대바치나 될 리바데다고 참아를 요래지.
And so this is actually the power that all the deities possess. What it really depends on is your own faith, your devotion. And if you have faith and devotion, then all the deities or tankas have the same blessings as this precious tanka. Because what is, again, precious is your own faith, your devotion. So if you see this tanka and you think that this is really a Buddha, then it really becomes that to you. Because the tanka, an image of a Buddha, is actually said to be made or created Nirmanakaya. So it is an actual Nirmanakaya. And if you have faith in that, then it will become that. You will see the Buddha within that image. So these images really are the actual deity or are the actual Buddha. For example, His Holiness the Dalai Lama is an actual Buddha, but then there's still many who look down or humiliate him. And so also like this tanka, this is how it came back after 20 years. So it was the one that protected itself, and then it still remained. So basically, if you have faith, if you
Please hold with compassion all the beings they contain. My body, enjoyments, and whatever I own, my aggregates, elements, and sense sources, my aspirations now and in times to come, as well as everything I grasp as mine. By offering them all, may I be blessed with the end of self-grasping, completely liberated from the bounds of real and unreal, transcending the names and concepts of arising, cessation, and abiding, coming and going, affirmation and denial. The supreme mandala is the natural state. By offering it, may I be blessed to attain the state of Buddhahood. Om Guru Deva Dakini, Ratna Mandala Praticha So.
다 메라가 돈다 이 사마하고 그래 돈다 사마 메라 탐지했는데 메라도 다치 버래 드리다 남지 두고는 미고나 마미바 미바시발라 이 사운드 메토 사운드 다호 사고 드리 철로 드리는 사운드 요 드리 녀지 제거를 됐다고 맞을 강리 소장 나서 남지를 봐대 토마디 왕지니 잠도 심지 드는 의지야지 때문에 왕직장요 말이 나는 사지 좋아만 고용네 들이 다다다 다 잠도 심지 같이 머리 들이 다다 잠도 심지 고성을 했어.
So within this mandala offering, actually, the meaning of everything is complete. It is really a very precious mandala offering. And so now, in order to ripen that which is unripe, we need to go through certain stages of the practice. So first you have the seed. So then that's, in order to grow that seed, it has to be planted into the ground, and then it needs water and so forth, and so it can grow into a sprout. And so slowly, step by step, it grows. So these stages are the levels of individual liberation, the bodhisattvas, and the secret mantra. And so it begins, any empowerment that you receive begins first with the cultivation of the motivation of bodhicitta and taking of refuge. And then after that, we move on to the main part of the empowerment. So in the beginning, whatever practice you do, the motivation of bodhicitta and the taking of refuge is most important. So this is the next step that we will practice.
산지 탐지 라된다고 전에 배운 요리 들이 남과 강한 속대 요사 들이 왕셔서 다 예령 요면 다자 잡을리니 강이 대바요 나더니 사 남과 잡이 죽은 남과 따서 들이 다자 가는 왕셔만 탐지 직바 직장 토크 요리 제발 싸워는 요 말이지.
And so then while you are receiving the empowerment, think that the deity appears before you in space, and all the Buddhas come in the form of that deity, whichever deity you receive an empowerment from, and then abide in the space before you. So think that all these Buddhas are actually here, and actually there is no space. So it doesn't matter where you really are in the world. Wherever you are in the world, if you have faith, you will receive the empowerment. And that is because the Dharmakaya is all pervasive. So therefore, if you're receiving this empowerment over the live stream, it is exactly the same as receiving it in person.
Namo Lama Jampar Seyeda Dunde Nezong Yishi Sembeko Matop Bardu Sansar Japsunchi Korwe Dunga Tamji Rovarsho.
Then in English, Namo Guru, Manjushri, Lord of Life, henceforth and until I have accomplished the form of the wisdom being, I pay homage and take refuge. May I liberate all beings from the suffering of samsara. So then when we take refuge, the teachings, the instructions of the individual liberation, the Bodhisattvayana and the Vajrayana, derive from the Buddha. So therefore, we take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha.
Jampar Doje La Sopa Sepje Jarva Kortangje Malu Dala Gomsa Sor Dane Rove Tongje Ser Tusam Gompu Gangsepe Tongte Dagi Zongwarji Trama Charve Sir Chentang Chunam Yongdu Gewa Tang Semji Tongzi Nambasam Daki Yongse Zongwarji Magar Wanam Dagi Dar Mador Devji Mador Wanam Dor Wokma Shimba Wok Yongsheng Tamje Nyami Delango Jambar Goyi Tamsekta Guncho Sumzong Matango Jambar Songge Tamsekta Tekba Sumbo Manyam Zong Jambar Tokji Tamsekta Dorji Trevu Saja Zong Jambar Yongtin Tamsekta Ducho Jimba Namjejin Jambar Chele Tamsekta Senang Sangwe Chubasa Jambar Tamje Dubaye Lopong Dachang Zongwarje Domba Gundang Yada Bin Jukun Yongse Zongwarje
Manju Vajra, and so forth, Buddhas and your retinue, all without exception, please consider me in order to benefit beings I will remember the purpose of all Buddhas of the 3 times. I will practice the 3 kinds of discipline of observing flawless ethical conduct, of gathering virtue, and of benefiting sentient beings. I shall liberate those who are not free. Likewise, I shall deliver those not released. I shall relieve those not relieved. I shall establish all beings in the state of nirvana. As for the samaya of Manjushri's form, I shall never forsake and practice in accordance with the 3 jewels. As for the samaya of Manjushri's speech, I shall perfectly uphold the 3 vehicles. As for the samaya of Manjushri's mind, I shall maintain the mudra of Vajra and Bell. As for the samaya of Manjushri's qualities, I shall practice the 4 types of generosity throughout the 6 periods of day and night. As for the samaya of Manjushri's activities, I shall make outer, inner, and secret offerings. I shall practice in accordance with the masters whose nature is equal to Manjushri. I shall perfectly maintain all the vows that I have taken. I shall practice all the tantras perfectly.
Thing na ele Taku Yari so Xinje Cho Lang Zibe Din Zeng De Jambar Yami, Taka, Xinji, Xi Bo, Chowo, Chikwe, Korchi, Kor, Xinji, Xi Bu, Sato La, Sorwan Dep, Ba La, Wan Kor, Xinji, Lap De So.
A. In the wrathful palace, arisen from a dark blue A on a seat of water buffalo and Yama is Manjushri Yamantaka, slayer of the Lord of Death, surrounded by a host of fierce and haughty slaughterers, to the divine assembly of Yamantaka, I pray, please grant blessings and empowerment.
Oh, that joy, Jabarsi. There is something that you come district in both the Ramji, district in Boyimba, there is day, Senator Jabar Shivazi, there is that young Jabar Shiva, those Somata, Gongori, so Jabar Shiva are gone. They just the same up, Saturday, Trevor, Jabar Chod, Jabar Chod, they don't. They go, treating a guitar, make some, drink of other out a lot of song. They make chairs, they're going to think about lumps of that. Then he took a year on the home your songs, they honed your songs, they were talk about a lot of songs. 3 years, this was in Caragom, to the function jabber in some.
So first, we visualize the cause that is Manjushri, causal Manjushri, which also represents the Buddha nature that all sentient beings naturally possess. So that is the nature of the peaceful Manjushri, and you can visualize that, or you can just visualize a yellow D syllable at your heart, and then after the descent of blessings, then, or the wisdom being, then the cause, Manjushri, transforms into the result, which is the wrathful Manjushri Yamantaka. So first, just visualize this yellow D at your heart and close your eyes and hold the image of the deity in your hand. And later, when I ask you to open your eyes, at once look at this image and have it again and again appear in your mind, and think that at this point then the yellow D syllable transforms into the dark blue Hung syllable. So first hold this image in your hand and visualize the yellow D at your heart, and close your eyes and visualize in this way.
내 동침보열에 다리 고소스는 잡수는 고소스는 그 사촉생범 아마 세진을 피고 산들 로지 종요래 세진을 피고 산들 로지 종은 다른 그 세대 당직인 차로도도 차대요래 들이들 조 토마 지형을 조대 토마 지를 들이들 조대다가 단 잡아셔와 들이들 차로도 말 쉬운 거요래 변나 라이브러리 되게 다음이 라당 사바다 내게다 디지털 라틴 때에서 쇼용요래 들이 대회는 들이다 단지 라이트가 단지 들어서 습진을 피고 습진을 남상들이 영적 홍나는 조건에 되기 때문에 해서.
So there's one important point here, and that is now we have taken refuge in the three jewels. So the three jewels tell you, give rise to bodhicitta. So you must hold on to this wish to benefit all sentient beings. And when you have this wish, then your ice block of self-grasping that is so solid first begins to melt. This is the first arising of warmth that makes the ice melt. And that is the nature of the Manjushri, the peaceful Manjushri, is warmed. So the ice block begins to melt. It melts when you remember the form of the deity, because in that moment you're not thinking of the self. You're thinking of the deity and you're cultivating love and compassion for sentient beings. And this is how the ice block begins to melt little by little. So that is the instruction, that whenever you visualize a deity, it has to arise from this intention of benefiting sentient beings. So you have this wish, I want to benefit sentient beings, and then in an instant, from that wish arises the seed syllable hung and so forth. So that is very important.
그러니까 제름 조름 가래 제름 탐지 올라 소바 쳐다들라고 요래. 그래서 뭔가를 또 많이 듣죠. 더 무거운데 은혜를 참아 가리도 와 차고 정말 말이지. 또 많이 무거운 치마는 아서 소소 주를 이제 가르지리. 다 지마 다 매바라 다 매바라 다 이미바라 이데 다 이니도 생 나오냐 봐도 요말이 돼. 매회 뒤 용어서 나오냐 봐도 매나 그 똥반이 그 가래서로 저 적으면 나오냐 봐도 저우나 이 사공 피도 가요 요말이. 또 도자를 피도 막 배세서 맞아 봐도 하고는 또 맞아 봐도 로버도 저요래 단디 로버도 잡아도 로버도 식 듣고요래. 가르치는 저거래. 땡고보도 좋고 강도 똥반이 이러면 되지 않아서 당고 똥반이들 마시라 들이 제름 비서 침보 요말 소방 마디 가르치나 맞아 빠들 접성 같은 게 대하고는 우리 맞아 빠들 남스킨 되기 좋아요 돼.
So when we practice the generation and completion stages, whenever we begin with a generation stage, begins with the Om Svabhava Shuddha Sarvadhamma mantra. So what is the meaning of this? When we recite this mantra, we think that everything becomes empty. And so now you might wonder, but if there's real things here, and since there are real things here, how does it all become empty all of a sudden? How does that even work? But actually, there's no real things here in the first place. It is just that we think that they are there. We fabricate ideas about appearances in our mind and think that this is how it really is, this really appears. So what you're really doing is you are believing in a self that doesn't actually exist. You are believing in the existence of others that doesn't actually exist. There are no real things that separately, inherently exist on their own. And that is why anything can arise, because things are empty. Because things do not inherently exist, anything can arise. That is why the deity can arise. If things would really exist inherently on their own, then there would be no point at all in visualizing the deity. There would be no deity arising. It couldn't arise. It is just like trying to melt a rock, then nothing can happen. But because this is not the case, things do not inherently exist on their own. Things temporarily, momentarily appear a certain way, but they lack self-sufficient existence, which is why they can transform into anything else. Anything can arise. Nagarjuna had said, because things are empty, anything is possible to arise. So that is why when we first practice a visualization, a generation stage, this is what we bring to mind, because if things would not be empty, there would be no point in even practicing a generation stage. So whenever you recite this almost Vabhava mantra, you bring to mind that things lack inherent existence. It is just that believing that they truly exist, my mind becomes confused. These are all confused appearances. So bring that to mind in that moment and dissolve all these confused perceptions.
Om Soba Vajuda Savanama Soba Vajuda Hang Soba Kali Ali Dava Dave Jacoja took the D Sibo to Jabba Roman and Jabba says from the Dodi Shaja Sajaba Shirab Jar the Puma Tesson to you to the Jabale Yova Tokaran Zimba and Tamani Jessica Katsiva Jabba to the Shirab the Parados of a Potter. Namba job go to Mono yo Tata Boche Jimba Ramboje Jimba Shing Zomba Nada the Jarabas of Gata but our own company but Ama was a home with the one else of the was damn do just a home level that Sergeant Gita woman should in your parone. Jambar시 지지 여요세 골게바 꽃이와 랍도 정말 더신이 좀 배우도 받아서 지는데 로멜 위라 거 하나 송 일라 토고 토라 카와 봐봐서 정말 맥반도 이제 이거 또다야 메르가 야마라도 마모 에가다다 좀만다 자나 아비야야 아 공대바다는 저게 저버지 오고저지로 오게 치게 보라는 거도 나바게 저야서 뭐가 잡으러 저기 지도 너로에서 저도 도주만에 저도 서로 좀만 참이 저도 서로 저 말하다고 저도 그것도 나나 보여서 서로 나나 보여서 거기 신임마도 저도 거기서 연락도 서로 이제 봐 장도 리제네 봐 저도 리제 그러면 저 체인 거도 아 손도 연락도 하고 봐도 아 이거 로그 그렇죠 홍어도 저생 연락도 서로 심지어 또 봐방도 심지어 또 봐봐도 심지어 봐 장도 서로 또 재미도 저도 하루다가 야매다가 진짜 하루다 진짜 아위샤야 자나 메다라 아위샤야 생이 바쁘지 이제 저에 양말은 되고 시제 고소와 저 다진세네 거 봐라 양도 다 그래.
Now open your eyes and look at the image again and again.
다 독소 대체 이게 홍문져서
And then think that the syllable di at your heart has transformed into the syllable hong.
Then got a Santana Lam Slapper, Shoke, Levzalo, Tatuba, Danting, the Taka father, Tan, young, the Tan, Danting, the Kaba Gomjaki, the Mataporti, Damian Kadis in the Quaterta, Gomjak.
And so then look at this image and have it appear in your mind, especially in the morning when we go through the recitation of the entire visualization. Again and again, look at this image and then have it appear just like this in your mind. So as each and every day, especially during that time in the morning when we go through the whole arising of the deity, the visualization, bring that to mind.
Tampoco였어요. 완기트도 그러네요. 또만도 혼가 저거 온가 버려. 저거 온가 버려. 저를 깔고 까고 저바다에만 그 지나는 남자 저걸 담배 늦었네. 늦었 나가서 저 강가서 열어보고 다 고통공 나가 능력들이 다뭐 야발 그 시지도 가들이 온걸 보상들이 어저 초초만 보트니에서 아들이 온걸 보듯이 시지 좋을 거는 그 시지니들이 가면 뭐 차별 맞서 오는 것들이 속사람한테 어저 맞고 남발라 내발 탐성 들이 야마나즈 가는 것들이 토고 홍지 또 야마나즈서 가는 홍들이 또 그거 탐색에서 홍구 또 지는 대대서 또 그렇게 그송톡 들이 매사니의 용기는 틀레게 찾아서 샤롱을 동네들이 동성을 되대요 대저 공부를
And so then when we receive the empowerment, first we visualize the principal deity. So we have a fivefold deity. And so first, you visualize the Dormas is fivefold deity, and first from like the representing Yamantaka, white in color, inconceivable light rays stream forth, inconceivable small wrathful ones, then dissolve into your forehead, and you have received the blessings of enlightened form. And then second is from the red arm on the throat, then having the nature of Mamo Chame Mam, then the Dharma is the nature of Mamo Chame Mam, then the red light rays dissolve into your throat, and you receive the blessings of enlightened speech. And then Yamaraja is the Supreme Sun, related to the Hong syllable and the enlightened mind. So when from the Hong light rays radiate into your heart, you receive blessings of enlightened mind. And then there is the two hidden deities, the form and the speech emanations, which represent the enlightened qualities and enlightened activities, but they actually are also complete within the enlightened body, speech, and mind, or the three main deities.
주제 저 보라나만에 신이 많이 나베메는 뱅도 뱅나 좀 되자바 시원네 나 좀 사도 저제 여가라저베 로버도 요즘말라도 인저 저저 당나가면서 저 사이에 당배 홀리어도 답바베라도 소자도 담해도 제잡게 더더로 사용하다 보여주고 바베도 저거도 위는라다 담해도 저잡게 남라서 저기 용장 잡게 지어 도가나도 들은 거지 우중지도 잘 디파지노라 진행 다 딱바로도 저래도 이번 자야를 또 답으로도 정의와 잡지노라 또 다지서 저게 가베베 보고는 정말 좋긴데 성내절 당자를 생은 치와라도 자예 동영사 저도 정말 매주 봐지라다 저들 남자 봐와 예를서 나와서 좀 봐주려도 저러도 저러더니 사실 되면 관련 달란지 뭐 가이드에 다다 로 초자 시제 저 왕고로 거기 시제에서 왕도요 가야만 들어서래 가야 베게서 가야 베게서 시 왕고에 르제 저 바다 르제 저 바다 왕도 르제 발지지各种把了往怪到这里了送这个这个这不干吧就是把谁说
Having received the empowerment, the obscurations of the body are purified, and you have received the base empowerment. You are now empowered to visualize your body in the form of Manjushri Yamantaka and should keep all samayas of form. A fortunate karmic connection with the state of the Nirmanakaya is established within you.
또마 또 마모 차백 마사는데 아래 아마 보려서 그 저말 부터 봐도 매번 그 정놈이 내말 탐 내말 낭도 강 왜서 이제 라바고 예
Visualize the Dharma as Mamo Chagme Mam from the red eye at her throat, inconceivable red light that right streams out, dissolves into your throat and fills your throat chakra with red light. Having received the empowerment, the obscurations of speech are purified, and you have received the secret empowerment. You are empowered to practice the enlightened speech of Manjushri Yamantaka and should keep all samayas of speech. A fortunate karmic connection with the state of the Sambhogakaya is established within you.
Thomas in Joy Yamara to go home volley or then go to top of my church on the got 10 got 10 you got long time guy
Visualize the Dharma as the Supreme Sun Yamaraja. From the blue hung at his heart, inconceivable blue light streams out, dissolves into your heart, and fills up your heart chakra with blue light.
One go wrong, hold your limit, you one toy, one limit, one boy, home. Partido 톡정와 도지면서 속도는 대사사지 톡디바 톡지도 요 홍영진 리마야 마도로도 됐다 베게 자오 리마 됐다 베게 독조왕 더 더위 냐말게 소도니서 매바고 제 내가 로디지 홍요레스 로지 마더니 칼랑 스토니 수업자 메고레데.
So then later, when you receive the pill related to the mind empowerment, think that a Hong syllable is inside that pill and swallow it as a whole. So don't bite on it, just swallow it as a whole. And having received the empowerment, the obscurations of mind are purified, and you have received the wisdom, awareness, empowerment. Your mind is empowered to practice the enlightened mind of Manjushri Yamantaka, and you should keep all samayas of mind. A fortunate karmic connection with the state of the Dharmakaya is established within you. Visualize the Dharma as the fivefold deity, the Father, the Mother, the Son, the form emanation, the Lord of Death, and the speech emanation, the Lord of Life Force. From the syllables at their three places, inconceivable, multicolored light streams out, dissolves into your three places, your forehead, throat, and heart, and fills your body with light.
Ti wang go we go some jama, Pachatang to Jabadam, Ta, Wang Jabba, Wang Boja top, Renga is some dodgy, some Jenko Drabala, Wang, Sangha diet until your song driven when you got the Bakaba Jesus says so.
Having received the empowerment, the defilements and karmic imprints of your 3 doors are purified, and you have received the precious 4th empowerment. You are empowered to practice the mandala of the 3 vajras with body, speech, and mind, and you should keep the 4 symbolic samayas of the secret mantra. A fortunate karmic connection with the state of the Svabhavika Kaya is established within you.
The Dana Gomba Jerem, the Koy Wang Yin, Kaya Wang, Yiba Song, Yiba Song, the Long Jimba, the Damdin, the Song, Nap, Togan, the Major Coin was a toy, to go home, you just go Jomuna. Say the Belani just got Yamantaka tar Ranghaji years of core, you got the Kova, Shawon is home, Roman Hawk, you by a show. You got the matter the home tar Haja to a Koala Tim, Plan how you want to now, Yebana to the India. Dam Dujan how you about you took a ham, drink lot of bars, so our gong shit.
So this completes the form empowerment. Second, the speech empowerment consists of the reading transmission of the mantra. Visualize yourself as the 5-fold deity and visualize it also in front. At the heart of the father upon a sun disk is a dark blue hung. At the heart of the mother is a dark maroon jo. And at the hearts of the sun and the hidden deities is a dark red ya. The seed syllables are surrounded by the deity's own mantras circling clockwise. A mantra garland emerges from the right nostril of the deity, enters the left nostrils of the disciples, dissolves into your heart, and begins to circle around the hung on a sun disk. Again, a mantra garland emerges from your right nostril, enters the left nostril of the deity visualized in front, and dissolves into the mantra garland at the heart. Visualize in this way for each of the 5 deities.
Nita Teda Gom Kapoyore, Yenang Tita, Bakuni Gomyala, the Nankani, Yingja, Chapa Papa Naji, Pab the Triso, not the Gizi Chepacaps, the Atotaka Yamida Hong Pay, the Ranga Yink Dodgy Tian Hokuyosa, the Hongatala Atotaka Top Songs. Tinisunga, Dawak after Tini, Raga slowly Tini, or Jay Korketini, and Hokuyosa, Donha Dawat. Yung work tini koko tini soha donga di nyam tini je ye ko ji yung ko ja tini sene jagal nang ji koko yo da te do gong go re ji.
So this visualization is of course difficult to visualize, but not for the actual thing that you should bring to mind is that imagine that mantra syllables descend down from space like rain falling down, and then when you actually repeat the mantra, think that the Om Akrodeka Yamantaka Hung Pet mantra then enters your heart and begins to circle around the seed syllable, which is at the hub of the Vajra inside your heart. Or you can just think that there is a Hung, and then the Akrodeka mantra begins to circle around the home. And then outside of yourself, then there is the protection mantra that circles to the right, so clockwise. And then there is the, and the next level outside is the repelling mantra that circles counterclockwise to the left. So you have the protection and the repelling mantra surrounding you, one circling to the right, the other circling to the left, circling just like a sphere of rainbow light.
Om A Cho Te Ka Yamantaka Hong Pei Om A Cho Te Ka Yamantaka Hana Mata Benda Hong Pei Om Eka Yamatara Takte Song Eka Yamatara Takte Song Jimaya Matara Takte Song Sawatita Zeta Bedi Tekni Beya Doya Samche Wa Rene Rong Hong Za Dak Cha Pong Lo Menor Kortang Che Ba La Raksha Soha O Eka Yama Te Re Tsa Kre Do He Ka Yama Te Re Tsa Kre Do Re Ma Yama Te Re Tsa Kre Do Sarva Chita Zertam Beni Trekni Beya Doya Nubzi Sema Hua Song Tang Che Pi Shala Juk Ningla Maraya Juk Wola Juk Zola Maraya Juk Chala Juk Zala Maraya Juk Hong Pei Nubzi Sema Hua Song Tang Che Pi Maraya Doya Za Hong Ba Ho Di Ha De Ba Sab Je Di Yule Tingon Za Hong Ba Ho Zo Chemi Yo Lo De On Di La Tang Ji Ge San Ha De La Ge Yule Di Mo Cha Ngo Le Zo Chemi Je De Ka Ji Ting Ho Ha Ko Le Za Hong Ba Ho Se De Chemi Je Le
In order for our mantra recitation to, what a mantra to remain with stability within our mind streams, we seal it with a Zahung Bam Hom, and Zahung Bam Hom represents the four immeasurables. So, in other words, if you possess the four immeasurables, then the blessings of all the deities will remain within you with stability. So always remember when you hear the syllables Zahung Bam Hom, remember that their nature is the four immeasurables.
Somba Tok Yo Wan Teba Mi De Tan Jo Wa Le Che Ba Hong Gong Gom Za Gom Ji Char Ngang Ge Sa La Zum Ji Mi Soma Ram Da Ro Pe Ngang Sa Tong Sa Tong Gom Be Wang Ko Ro Gom Za Gom Ji Da Cha Ya Gom Do Ko Ye Sa Na Wang Ji Che Do Ko Song Ge Sa Na Ma Ji De Be Long Ge Top Ji So Jie Lim Sang Ha Yi Xi Ji Ro Ba De Tam Chi De Tam Ye Ka La Jia Cong Ka La Jia Cong Jin Ngang Ge Sa La Zong Wang De Ba To Ba Mi Ba Ri Ba So Ma Ram Dang Ma Pi Lu Pe Xi Sa Dong Zi Zha Zhi Ba Zhi Mi De Wa Qin Bo Qu Ji Yin Ram Ji Na Ba Er Ma Do Be Ngo Wo La Yong Zhe Jin Yang Ban Jo Ba Ngo Zhe Ba Na Tok Yo Wang Ye No So De Ta De Ma Bu Song Bi De Yin Na Ta Sa Jia Chi Bo Gom Rang Ge Na Do Se Me De La De Na Do Tang Jie Do Zha Re Xin Ge Ge Xi Ba Jing La Yo Sa Jia Chi Bo Gom Sa Jia Chi Bo Sa De Me 대 사자치고 고무시서 이게 홍고들 남도 때문에 남도 가지로 홍고들 홍들이 나지 예미 차대요래 들이 좀 보여래.
So here there's much in the text, but basically it says practice Mahamudra at this point and look at your mind. When thoughts arise, look at the mind. And the mind that is free without, it transcends all thinking. That is the deity within your mind. So in brief, practice Mahamudra. If you don't know how to practice Mahamudra at this point, just bring to mind the Hung syllable without any other thought within your mind. And in that moment, self and other really merge indivisibly, inseparably.
네, 소마랑 낭송, 딱 소마랑 낭송 가리 내 방가 마음과 맞지 대발이 시바사오티 코랑지 소마 차들이 시바사오티 대하고서 시바사오티 던져대 네 진시 봐요 진시 대시랍들이 지금은 되게 남도 탐지 하고 있지만은 들레사고요 말이 되게 전부요.
So the text speaks about this innately glowing, like a fresh state that is innately glowing. So what it means is that when you look at the mind, between the thoughts, when all thoughts have stopped and no future thoughts have yet arisen, within this space there is clear awareness that is always naturally there, innately there. So an innately glowing, innate clear awareness. It is your mindfulness, it is your wisdom. If you just remain within that state without pursuing any thoughts, then actually you will not accumulate karma. That's a very important point.
그래서 졸람 탐지를 홍대고 남도까지 상가 뒤지니 소화대 홍도도로 그랬더니 홍대 맞지 되니 대화들이 홍대지도 진짜 감탄적으로 홍동고요래 대 선마이 받고 주고요 공탐지가 고주고래 사바탐지가 되니 바탐지 가리 공시 제름 가리 공시는 공 사바탐지가 홍로 공들이 라지 탐지 이게 홍래 대대다고 공 대다다 왕실 거거리 되니 공자 대거래.
And then in all your activities, continue to meditate on the Hung. No matter what thought arises, shatter it with the Hung. Never forget about the Hung. It always stays within your mind. And think that self and other, everyone becomes Hung. Your channels and elements are all pervaded and pulsate or vibrate with the Hung. So that actually becomes your practice of non-distraction. In particular for beginning practitioner, this becomes your meditation. Of course, the senior practitioners can go more into the generation stage, the elaborate visualization, but the new practitioners should mainly meditate on the Hung and think that self and other all become the Hung, all are Hung. So now I'm going to confer the empowerment, and while I do that, remain in meditation.
여기 홍검나 사제 탑지가 성호르다는 총도고요래. 들이 나오냐마들이 송하고요래. 다들이 홍검들이 다 용말들이 사제 탑지가 송답제고요래. 신지 송호르다는 때서 옹리 신지 냠민께만 탑지가 하고요래.
Also in the Yamantaka practice, it mentions in terms of the protection sphere that if you visualize the syllable Hung, if you meditate on the Hung, then actually you are naturally encompassed by the protection sphere. If you think of me, the self, then it will be difficult for it will be difficult for the deity to protect you because there is a self. But if you only meditate on the home, then there is no sense of the self, and then the Buddhas can actually protect you, encompass you. So that actually, this undistracted state of remaining with that syllable home, in fact, also constitutes the samaya.
다 담색 왕 자시나 더니 담색 싸마 담색 저래 이나 담색 망보요래 싸마 담색 됐더니 승진은 싸바치미 검졌대 들이다 셋마행 거제지 돈담고 담색 승진 담색 싸바치미 이제 검졌대 고독 담색 네 덴바기 담색 하장 같이 모래 이때 다 성형배들이 다들 지도 제소.
So we come then to the samaya, and even though you might receive 100 empowerments, they all share a single root samaya, although there are many branch samayas. So the single root samaya consists of a relative and an ultimate samaya. The relative samaya is to sustain a mind of immeasurable love for all sentient beings. And on the ultimate level, the samaya is to sustain a state of non-distraction. So these are the root samayas of the relative and the ultimate level. And these are most important, these are very important. So as you repeat the samaya, think that I am going to keep the samaya on the relative as well as the ultimate level. And so then, while we receive the empowerment, also Lama Thupten Nyima will offer the reading transmission of the practice.
도지 zembe 가빈도 다네 제제 구동웨 마루 다게 접라나 제웨 기종 생지로.
As I fulfill all the commands of the Vajra Master, single-mindedly and with heartfelt devotion, please care for me with love and grant your blessings.
Yandome Puri Dasang Jubekata Tumungu Jubu Sundu Duba Yoso Namamulang Guru Mandu Shira Yamantaka Dedula Javalo Yaranjoya Dadabasan Mubaragawa Nyuno Ranjit Mongodo Gondo Sipanye Kinda Sansan Jabaya Tokandra Roja Kinjaki Donde Dojino Bodojan Garab Dojin Java Hinita Hilangava Hinivaka Vada Talono Bodan Sulapaka Lopu Bimanjo Basada Sanjay Terton Kano Lajana Joda Zudoran the Koyaba Zuran Sanjo Boda no Kodita Zurun Zenda Sawajib and Joroja Magazina Chijira Pinjacolo Kamabata Lucia Dino Paden Katimpa Karens with the Yamaha Regia Jada. Chabda Pimijana Karizumida Madozi, the Botan Sanua, Jesuran Jetin, Joran, Maya, Langa, Jelon, Garden, Sunday, Yamadi, Yadro, Buchin, Janaka Zalamazo, Baraka, Malak, Vesada, Jizavan, Gozin, Bomin, Jana Gondolana, Gadabadan, Jabais, Baya, Combo, Jolon, Ebos, Angelo, Chicken Javadan. so yang do me bu de song do de bang do na de zo ko ba ya ma ra na mo da sa pe de ni de song do se ne wa ko da ne jin se lo ko song da na da ji an sa ko ba ni ji lo ma ye ma ji le sa mo song be le we da bu so ba ja zo bu san ji da ni la jong de na ya ye li jo je na da ko le do wa je se ni na ji se sa jo sa da ge je da ge so na ni sa zo san yi la ngo do ko le Partin Kinjin Tase Go Jilin San Kinje Kije Kije Jima Choso Don Leo Sumja Jik Porson Ninje Namson Gomba Namar Gyola Lota Jende Ji Dong Bo Yang Goma Go Jata Sim Ji De Da Dunga Le Taba Tuta Tuta Chuna De Mido Manye Rake Taba Jin Le Chuku Ye De Ye De Danya Banyi De Yoda Yen Ye Me Be Tuta Ninje Yang Me 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 Ra Yang Da Bara Ye Da Bu Chun Ye Gong Jilin San Chupa San Om Kala Rupa Yamar Om Ba Om Soba Kita sa dama so ba kita to mangala dole so wa do pa no so wa so la do yin jo ka me do na sa ta cha cha se ro ma ta ye do ma na ka nya ba yo a ka ba de ba lo ka ke de ne xiao da bo min san ja ka la ba ya ma so ba xiao da dong ba ngang le bin da lo ba ja lo ba do zo nya ma lang ko lo za ye ba de ba de变嘛年代的人社会的话，之前我们人过了个不直接把这个上升红的多你们这个不老忙说了，不就说把这一般的对吧？啥来变嘛嘛，他妈就把上这些了，哈来多些讲讲个东西嘛。上这那把有的把这那个对这个话人有的这就红来到把这就二来嘛，他有了红来到的，对这面也是的拉萨，我们说比咱们的红热的，搞了把呀嘛拉萨说把都不敢来，都来变到了把家老姐把，都说的也不能的。daga ma wa ke de be ma bu de wa nye wo nje ro sa rai ma bo ba de le ma le ra de jam so je wa ni mo ja ra juen sa de ba da de bo se nje lo wa ho ma ra do ra ho ra da de de gong do ji ja dam de le do je dam ze so ko nya na ko so do do jo so da da ga ka se de ho wa ka se da ze da se de ho de se je la o dorma on galar ba yamar zo be so ba ke sa so be da be da be ke da do no be da ja je to no ka ba ya do je do no ka ba ya ke ja ja jo ma ne de zo la mi ra da ba ya do ma ra wo za do jo do je da ma da zo la mi ra la do ja ra ka ba ja do jo so no do ma ka de zo la mi ra la ke da do ba da do je da ni ga go do jo lin so ko do me je ko ka ba la ba do 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 jo ro lo hong ba le da ba Tamyan da ga la son dong ora yin ba de me zo la na ba ga ro ra yin ja ba ge 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 yo la ba o wa ho ya ra ren ren o ma ba da da ba da ba na ga sa ma ya ho wa sa ji ni ba da da so ba je da ni ke wa so so ja ba ye ye so go ba so ba ge so da ba ju da je ra ye dong ba ya da ma da da yi be ko na ja ba ni ji mo go bo de da ho ra sa ye Hong Ten Na Dao Zhen Du Ram Yang Ka Yin Gu Zhi De Zhi Do Zhi Dong Ba Jie Lai Nam Ka Jiao Dao Yang Dong Du Jim Tia Wa Ram Le Me Jing Gu Pa Le Jie Jing Gu Lam Sai Sai Lin Dong Lan Chu Lin Ka Po Si Ka Dong Ka Din Ruo Di Si Jiao Da Ka De Lo Ngo Do Jie Ba Na Ma San Ji Be Jiu Din Din De Ba Ren Se Ba Ra Ba Ren Ya Ba Pa De Jing Gu Du Do Ni La No De Jie Ba 我当时首先这边当中跟把家不那是红了是的，在家罗家人这边的罗家在两国那多家高高就那把一边那边在些罗这个把这个那罗的。红的来我这边Yamantaka pan ye kinje po me de mai lang po ma no we de la ni da pe su de de je ye hong de la我这靠东啊这把结婚的了我这转的样子就把那么家的这个吧婚姻这个真把就的了我这不办去。甚至呢，东西真的要是就不到亚洲这个也没那个红白蓝呢，就把经济给搞到的了。我说啥都可以。也搞了也不用也没了有，也听了我们家人了，没了他们结束什么当的，把人工的也用着拿着就把常年民众这都想家下当家人去也在把来着，我们马上马上就把我这个就是，所以他们可能之前我们就把别人的他们都就这个不那么少用，他们家就把别人我们等中这把他们把就也搞用，叫我个也可以把这个我了就么那。传统人这么的，就说的一个是讲那么多的，就当年的渐渐那么家长看那见的见的那个长看那见的见的那这么搞了家这边这个那就说那个。我家的说到小不得了，个别面包啊，对吧？不正宗家今天等把我把不干他们就等，穷了没有把几多就这样被打把里面当主土把人你有这件个就是把屠龙场子把我这个现在搞几把个多蓝天公路个已经把人一个没打把枪头对吧？这样来，个这回打进去是这啥都什么的，搞了就把两个小的是把那的是那个。他今年咱们面子的个说是不啦？对对，我说这就把下个手里就给我当要过来这边婆娘出完过来，这个你咱们这边过战连这边没人没帮那查查出那个有把的，我说讲可能是有这样。 Jambar se zo mo ji ji so ni ye khirap jira da bong bo te zong je ben da zeng je ba la yo to kan zen ban da ma ni de ba ka ju je khirap de ba ra zen bo de ba ka do ji mo chung yu ta da bo ji ba ke ken zong ben da ya ra bu zo nga de ba ka na zen so ko ka do jo do ba ka ja ba kum do ma la ye ra de do yong do ji xiao ban ben过了都是姐姐你们家你讲讲别的定了有把它追去下生人都不能这把就送到他妈能过来别的话别嘛大家等我就拿走这不就无人着的不能这别的你们等红的呢得了是就都是这个要就让人啊养啊嘛就让人啊用眼这边的就那个的这边的高高就那这边的红的那把我给到电台一个呀嘛都是这个红那个那那嘛好不ko para gen so de me da ban la ko ya pyo na ko to no se tham ji so wor jo ran che da de so de ko no zaman na jin be ze lan jo ma na wa da je ba yong de je ba la ro de yo je ba ya ma ma ta me ma ma na ke ji so yo je je me ba hin ji ba cha ja jo na ko yong be tu do ko no ma gen lo da de be se ke la je ko mo so sa ko da je ba ran de be me me na yo bu do ga yo ma na ga na he ka ya ma do ro za de ko ya ya do ga no zaman na ji be ze ya ma na ji ba ya je ye so se yo ya ma ra zo ko ma na ke ji so yo ye ke na ma ba na ko so yong be zi da ma za ran de ba么把养养干嘛？这过了说讲你说对吧？他把以前都去考对这样就过的，这不让人这边没帮个那就都要嘛那个的。跟嘛呀嘛都是这种过吧，讲这个这么简单，那包括当天那个就说你一边儿到谁也别来来把工作了，那么家就想着说过给了行不就？个米了到把就想着说都把个帮爱我进行讲个就是把这些人了，这把个年到到这这呢，就让我们了就把个这把是我才国家送这把是，说不到那不个那么个啥呢？特别那家这那个了吧，就今把也别讲了，也别晓得那么个了，这那别样要说个年到到这来就了嘛就到了就。过头生活这把生活在过天你这个样嘛那跟他说话知道别你真的别要多呀些别过话就来呀让个这个红了让这红单就来说这么也用的看那的就那送我个看的就 The reading transmission is for new people. Every time we do this for new people. Other people can go outside now. 我说我周转影响那了就那说各个的就各个确定是正的世界各个就各个的是的红烧人的配基本中我不多见我都多见我各个农村这样不的第四东烧人配基本中各帮可乐个都把当可乐个不各个农村这样不的有第四的张烧人配基本中是不诺瑞斯波多巴达诺斯贝克刚龙手咱们到这是在江南面的垃圾别抽马波上那边妈妈波多巴达别妈妈别个刚龙手上要没到这是到阿萨巴那边接抽将官那做到多那做到这个刚龙手咱们到这的是到在江南面的啦要让人俺们过来 Take a break for about 20 minutes or 30 minutes Not finished yet, okay? 我那些干人家了，这把个老师这样没得把这的是的，杨说我这那北京北路那怎么个那都着，刚那路上那说个，这是的呀，ram说了ram做了没那些北没帮把个刚那都着嘛，那没帮到北个也都把这是的帮在那没着了些北，秋把龙就个刚那都着个不就要到北刚也都把这是的啷在那没。也别是这多这家长这个可能都出事不知道被干也的吧？这时候的面着了，也别难怪家这个可能都出可能那不从家那做家到我被干也的吧？这在啥件都不着。周江村家那是多把那个多这他们做到弄不着的有一些没办法，就让村家那种可能妈妈做把当把了现在这我是的就把特别找给他们他就是把这这件马上上去的话，这人家的老板就。第四的让我当的个人中这找的你随机不多你让那周不个个那是我叫他做他们这张刚可能个帮这么这把别妈妈样子把那个到银行这把老孙这个让一年这把现在些要是所以个个那这把简单办这上面这样东出来用了东要把那当不简单把那个简个个是别对吧是红对吧那都跟人家把跟这个用过这简单我们简就把那中间那把个爸爸家把这家给你给当台新的对对过来那就是说你就慢慢这么给说什么叫要把这个这个说个人家当我给说从说当我给说考这现在嘛做给说蛮这个也没个妈妈一个在什么样子你把就是说那红这种才能把我也说现在嘛也叫现在嘛你那边的都这现在我这把那讲跟你我们就出去就是什么也得着嘞什么上走那红这规嘛里头老子呗这家给你给了上走了嘛不就 Tame mala sanzalo, semyo yamar sanko de jala sanzalo, jilana bukolo sanzalo, solana bukolo sanzalo, koji kinji sola samsal, ati poho chade tsavo, yepan chupan bana, hong pabu jabo, choja kinji ke, yang se, bayang, soji. Unje yi de ben chupan be, me do me me de ke sudan, sinyi lo chupan bolo kiso, de me chupan bolo kiso, dan do chupan bolo kiso, ra dan do cha tang chupan bolo kiso, jora na chupan bolo kiso, da ga ba de be de ba la ga de ne de ke da so. Rang yang kang kong bo no se do wa hong lin sen da ko ji kara du jam so jen bo jong sa bi da ma da karam kha ya ma ba le da ka ma ra da ka ma ba ma ke ne da ma ko za na ma ba le da ma zi da ma ba zu da mo de zi da ma ra da we sha ya pe nga ba to ba sa ne e chu ko ji wa me ba le tra de yin da ba ga ra yin ye sa me ba so ma de na zu bo do de na ko ra yin de do ko dan zen zhe zo ko zong do yin de jie sem jie dong zhe zhuo jia yin jie ge yang se ko ji la sam za du do ko ji ba so na da ge ce bu do me zu ne da le le de la ba yin jie de le ji de se ju ba me de jie nga ge zen jia na ma de ju一节老那老板生了，送的这么往给两个几节把这边老总那路是不说一了，都不么个呀？等过度都不老先这边那没军统战呢，老板人弄这家年轻了是吧？是吧？给了什么？南就到了什么个这说的说你这进来这帮么就这都说啊，亚马然在什么说一家就往早红帮我给见着个来一个怎么着？我觉得的光白个老大这不老的没当这不得一把你是没把觉得这真的个年纪都把金东西对起了老你不得人家谁的人家么做不到这当天把觉能到这把大上对不对？这来些些吧。hang ane jaba ke ji na se ko dinga le so so je sem je ngala ne ko so ngai ra ye ye la se de je ngala so ke jo me bo da jin ka ba me bo do ke ji so da ni da de se ke ji zhe da ye yang jue de yang xin sa de yu de sa ma jiao zhen na la zhong ga da nya xie da jue de ni ji le suan ba 去年节完没去做了，给我把没这个做，他们说对给解决了，是那这把经济给我说多年的人间的解决，这些个家庭办呢，到上这边定这来个就把大瓦定办呢，那就把这多少就刚刚这个年代啊，来老就做了，也做着家给你。 我当时想看的颜色就这么演的，做西当决定你就来我就做脚吧，俺呢对说说个，上几个人我都说俺对是要做嘛，对呗，你不叫俺对对对。 大单我的就了，俺那รับ的生活个，俺那始终不叫他们解决的，解决讲有的人爱个，他们解决的直接讲出的人爱个，俺让因公就是因，俺家里不少我，俺家就把这那现在解决进步。 这主动个来解决过，你不送不呢？对住上街，他们就讲出去跟这些不能，俺的对住上街的现在多了呢，俺的对我不拉，俺的一个就到，俺的这个。 俺呢，你没得了吧？俺呢，都是我的时候，哪怕进了苏北，上去过来，俺说你都没个办呢，没到的啥玩意，这边一般中国来人家一个啥，俺都大大呢，都是对没的，俺也对大大家把样一个啥，俺呢都是谁讲？ 上班了说没把也把就准备搞办呢，没有的用少了，没上街关节一个到跟着是不样个啥，的到上街关节到一个你让说话，这个他不能在说家跟着一帮子对了，就你嘛。 在俺们的当天，在我把这些人俺让老多的是不是东古老早本往过头白光，把啥新个家人的把手蹲班差不多那长城线老些了，老说他们这都可能红了我身这边，那做不到来是婆娘这把样子从这抽中做不得没办这边让也送上他这才算我那把老些的这他这工作。 到那个嘛年完年的，天晚这就过着，这就完做那个有这说了，说的个这工呢有不得你这不抽我做那这个精神呢，那是他的啦，才说我的说呢，那我看那不是啦，一送上那就他的。 当当生当节庆，不是说不就让养这个都可能生这边老妈也当上就什么包，看着就讲不就么就那么就生了，老妈现在就说你老妈那么就这到说那就往外去，他们就让我没不对。 让耶稣在他们家里边长大，头的连把酒，黑干嘛都是这里送，黑干嘛都是这里送，什么嘛都是这里送，说这边这里边多什么人那这红炸的，这不能过的不能让家说话，一边啊让拉手。 사람 대가제 보세요 고도 요바죠 송어 갑서라도 담제 향나 저송아 들으다 예송어 거가 넘네 자송아 노도 뒤질 들어와다 도베시 바슴 찹제 나도 순자나 예제세 랭아세된 보도 단제 라마세 뒤진 저된 요소게 줘바죠 송도 되모도 제소송 땡송산도 바다산도 별레베 제반들사 kopso malike jimba dazo na malche jimba ro da ro da ni yung so so mal chi ni ro be ji to so na ko so so zo ra zo dong ai ki jimbo nga kon de ye me to ja ki ni ki so de nam da che me yo le de xie sa wa me ne nga de ga kyung tam ji da da wa da ye de da de be ze ya rang ge nga de ba da nyam de zo ya so to ge zhe den gen ja ba ye yum se zhe ba ni da ko na song go kang la de le hin tu de gong bang ko da je ba la zong do na la tam ji shan ning han ru dong de ra de re da xian le gang de ba de to ba me ba de ba zan song go kang dan chu de la su ba na ne jang ha je da jong wa ye da da ra do par sam ning ha da na sab je ji je yin la me be che ji na ma ne nyam so long ye da nang kar de mo che ba de ko ju ba de sun jia zong de ni ma ye ba de zhe xin ba da ju ba de da sa ba de dong ba de yo ya wa de zui ba gun le jia wa de chuo le zeng jie ba Nyam par sim pa so chik tu mangi pa na zo yung we ra ri nyam ta tu ne ta pa ka che wo samayai do me jirwa ne jamba kondo ma na ye ra tri ta yung to chi kya pa pin pa ko la tu ru je jin pa kya nye jang ka pe dina ki pa do me ke kap se rang tu ka pa pe pa na cho chum sun ja na zo na pa ka tan ru ji lo tan jo wa nam ji se ma la song da je pa na par do je ta wa pe pe ta ki mi se long do chu kya se ni pe le se la ma tan ji so so nam jang chon jin ko le do je chen ye ma ne pa se me ten do wa ne ra hi ran la pa pe le se pa jo se me ko pa nam ja jen ko lo ze ye pa me ju me pa ji ge yang je yong ko me pa jo o me ka ya ma do ro zo do he ga ya ma do ro zo do ndo me ya ma do ro zo do so wa ze da ze da me ne ne be do ni zi nu zi se ma lo so ji pe kha lo jo ni lo ma ra jo bo lo jo so lo ma ra jo Chala jo zala ma ra jo hong pe nu zi se ma lo so ji ba ma ra jo do ya yi be nga rang la so so de nga je o zo yong ko do yo pa jo La tu tam di de char se se ne dong an ru do ru wa dar song yi ba do bu len ze ba jo lo ze je den da ra hin je ji so sa ye da wa de yo ni ma sha pa drop ge se ma ha wan ji ba tar mo da be sha tra ma cha cha da wa hin ji lo su ji hap de re so wa sa Namo la bala sam dalo san jelo sam dalo chulo sam dalo kendilo sam dalo chom de ni jaba sa ja sam jelo so kota jaba na lo sam dalo chena lo san san tu no ben da jaba no kota jaba na la da wa sin do pa do wa do sin do da kyo da ko ji sin da de bo lo je ka da wa lo ka ja ma ka tu tu ji ka ni sin de ngi ba se sin ma lang ba se ka bo bo da ngi jo ma de bo so ngi ba ta ji se ma ko rang ke de do sa da bo je jin je bo ji ro de je wa je he thar de je me ba da je thar mo len sam ma de re da wo Ramyam ka o re mira do ma na ki ka ra du jam jem bo jo e ka ma do da da bala ka ka he ka ya ma do da da bala ka ka en ka ma do da da bala ka ka sa wa da da be ni ne be ya do e da bala ka ka o ra de na ba do so la ma ra da bala ka lu de na ba do so la ma ra da bala ka ya o aro da ya me on kalar ba ka ya ra ba ya ane do ne ai o ya ra la le do ya ba ya sin ya re da ya ba ya zi da ya hala ya ma kai o ne bu da na ya ma ra ja ya ma ra ja be da ro da yo ma mo ya ka da de ma ka la pa ro hi ra be do da ya ma ka ma ro ka na ta tu ra ro da jin da ja ma da hong zo la ma la ka ye to ma me ra da ga ra do ze ja zo ji mo na ka den sa jo ja bo ya kin ji da ya ma mo ta me ma sem jo ya ma ra da ko ro ya da mo sun ro so da na mo ko zo kin ji ma mo la ze de ji de de so da ji be ga do da ma la ka Yan jabar zo la zhou chuo jin la jie hi ji chuo jiu zhi ban wa sum hi jin de ge mo ma de ge du bo de ge la gu ni mo ba ye su ju ji zhe da ye zhou gen ji bo jiu ji da wen ji da jiu ni xia ge hin ji so ni sa me hin ji pu mo de nian ni ge zhe ba guo yan ku zo de ni zuo de ban de ye da ba le de ka ye su mu de su ta me de yin ba wei yan ne hi wen le ma ja da ji de sa zhe no guo ga sa ga jian ga ba jian zu jing ge这边给你们包包老买，叫那边嘛你得对，给你这是碰见那件，其他关系都不一样嘞。你们叫妈妈他们嘛，那就讲个什么做，就讲个人嘛那着，等你们看来，都讲着亚麻着那着，都现这个着，这边给他人家嘛了。这家个啥叫什么嘞？就咱那不一样着，咱那把这个那叫就来那个人都在这，送个什么书那不那么那都这不不得的，不就个别这个东西讲都在这里龙马学也是接着不可多。都咱们本个的三自然在，就把不推荐这个就能够做做，我们那咱那也不对，就是那个别的三就都那让他一路那个，但这就不多嘛的个了，那也这样。所以就把这两次把他那都把这个人，就把就这边人就没开始往这电脑上那打鬼，他话了一些找钱把我现在这段可能就把下子的。人在南家没把钱在把我送的说，一年上去你把送过家嘛的，跟着就讲大家不能过的，把南家另外一次给就把他那都把这的一个的，这都是把这的一把他也开始讲着朋友的话的把。大家帮了那边的规定，早就本身多半没有达到你那班子都说到不都是现在上街地方上过去干嘛都给了几台讲，大家不能过的基本上，那检测完了是被谁看不搞说干，对的是说听他的没得没浪情的了，大家都把没检查个个人你把这了把就把老说本多那么都不说人把大家什么到个阶段能交到就完成了，你完全那班子都说送到推门的。 Jibe Shar Dun Rubata Song Chilang with the Jenegon Tadong Yiso Dun Jin Zeratan Jet Jusun Gumuko Zibukova Sim Jam Jetun Toban Zeto So Yamar and Yindro Joso Jutun Tanduson Hong Daka Batu the Bonkola Jabaya Karado Johnson the Jambo Solombo Leda Pajata Badan something about non Korana the Badan the Jam was on the Yabato Zon Juzanga the Bozona the Jalapan on Bedamaro the Mamaraja home base over Ngari Pinjin and Trambo Don Jinjin Nabusum to Jelezan Soma Laila Yabakin another Raja Sokasayamba Ikito Jiji so Dango Jiji Patik to Sono some because I'm also about down to the Sato Papa the Mepangoran and Jena Molanji the Dana Nibosan Jolamane Serangora Kanakaji down to the Zonga to the Kinji Roto to the Kinji Pajasoki to the Kinji Tokato to the Kinji Koso so Hangabia to Jinima and Samuel and Jibazer and then I'm Yangovia the Kinji the Don Tapachona Tutankolon Lenzo Lejo de Mamaduna which is the Yoto Dalango Dasan to Tendra Son Hitan Sorzan Dajano Balaja the Nedon Majotan Galajan to Balen Rojan to Dojo get the Lobana Dukan to Zepon the Motozo Maroban Sarju Jaja Lopoton Captain Zepa Yamaba Chujetabe Hinja Mana Tumonga Chola Songo Tardimba Malungi Pan Namka member Jona Yang having got to me, Mr. Latan to Giver, Hello, Mr. Dojaro, UIS, and Jolo, and Amazon Joam, Joro, King, Pachi, Basso, Taran, the Namba Gondela, somewhere, go on the Malba. Papanya Batubales, away, can you get it under your day? Doesn't come to one, Julia, you better go on a Kinji, the Telana goes to York, and Yellow Major, the Kinji, goes on to Jim, no, I couldn't you like again and go down on Imperator, he saw so Taranga Tokanos, two Sonkona and Jatani do, Susan Laporte, and a Jahona do, Honatilla. They are Mayedon Boloton, but you near the Jig, Renzin, and then Renzin, you know, keeping on the same. Tusum Jutupan Tatan Drawakan, Shazumi Jingan to Jenny Number Ya, Teledown with the power, Chipu Sojadan, Yeno, Lion and Nikaji. San Jamber Kinji Kaji San, because our Japan and Jolam Jo, Tunsan Chuchu, was a Tomba, Yantaba, Dene, Yalam Devo, was a Saja Jimbo, Unit to Compasavan, was a Jingan Jova Teleha, San Yibeko, Jamata, make it now go down and Paju Jinjan, Jinbo Chu, Tamju, Southern Juba, Telelago, Jamata, Danke. Teo Tamji Jumala Jon, the Shina Paju Jizo Janet and Jentalaman, the Kawa, the Limanamji. Chimpanzo Jen, the Subject Jache, Tokawayano Yando May, putting on Don de la Hun Chen, Chimboso, Meloja, Jerala, Kodon, Chache, in Surrey, Hipechet, Rombangan, Chuja, Tabayano, Dosejeta Yong, Nehe, Pataran Yong, Turene. Jujen Japuran, Damana, Kinjama, Jalabimedan, Jan Jama, Kinjibon, and the Nagas of Yakalaki Pelum, Yamalaka, and Yerezo, Cantilanga, Pesadato, Sailabo, Kolu, Dagedo, Papedag, Ratidage, so Zajo, Tame, Dorji, Dagedo, Sain, the Vegeta, go, Pape, Dagana, Pape, Dagana, Tamin, Dagana, the Yago, Yonja, Dagaze, Tokara, Tolan, Waiting to get the body, like the top, Colosso, Jerry, Mark, Jerry, Topper, and so don't ever get here at all. That Jacob and the Bone and Jam Boy, Jerry, Jada, King, George, the day to Nisa, to make you but here at the boy. Lenin Sadam, Luzin, Papijan, to the boy, like the Ponya, Dolan, Jim, Bokai, the Tadala, to the Hindi, to the Dulapa, Coaching was a Dalan John, Balancara, the Gilas, the Malazona, Pohon, to the Jimbo, Josona, Jim Modaman. Konomonica Sanima, Jim is getting there, Tony Jalan Jet, another side to the Waming, go sign up to the Yamin to the Dogge, no, Joe, Egan to the Tonapan, Kojima, to John, Policaro, Tomatilla, Semadaga, Semalazona, on the boy, Hong Yana, Sam Joe, Yamazon, Konomonica Sani. Rapje, Kanye, Jago, Yomabaya, Yetaba, Colos, Sayakin, Dogge, Malaya, Sayon, Dogge, Namjedonian, Susi, Yamar, to the Dulapan Court, and get the Jeranjo, Baran, Caradomanigel. Semalazon Dogger, here on Labon, the Kodajana, Bona, Kundana, Kajas, Yebe, Rayon Bedo, Nam Jakin, Bata, Janso, Toka, with King Jojo, Chalang, Koran, Chalana, but Lapan, was around by Caradomanigel, Semalazon, here on Lapop. Janason Rosana Bonacondomana, Yajan Tuban, Ajana, Yebe, Pejon, Becaban, the color, Banabay, Jeloma, Son Rosan, Abuto, Lapa, Soda, Soda, Baki, Rodoman, the Gila, Semaloso, Ragiran Lapo, Yanto, the Jimbo, Jan, and Telejo, and then 도제 로보 고로모 바다 예다 모제니 볼시 바다 고조선라 모제 저자모 니도 사모 버지 바다 지라 거긴 당로 바다 담제 지라 노버지 바다 자다 노버 랭벌 고로 소단자 조게 원들라 도도탈로 결론 절레니 단저 번조 자고네 에주제인데 보라나 더보에 예나 로버 니도 사다 동게 대 동제 소전이라 제베된 좀데서노 지라나 보나 되나 겨도사로 갑게 이야기할라 예배구군다 용야몰로동 차장도 의견 등랑업에 초조한다 거지인라라 변지인다 진다 차로딘비 지진다 세배제딘비 지진다 되게 더러베 바반다 가베 메봉바베 바반 된도 도지 주로 도지 전림베든 된도 도지 초진 바바 거예예 오면 지진도 보는 로다 요도진도 존나 다니른진 루보벌 진로 룰라도지 거여서 보진 알도 적송고신 보지 일하면서 도지선 보지 용딘데미서 노신 법这两种的那个新波就往业往高山路中的新新新波山路中的推进多走山路中的我这就走山路中的大你来进这基本走大概自己个别确诊的就推进到了新界路等于你们都是大忌大年拉面上就这巴拉拉拉拉巴头就被大单给的大拉这个三界那界那个这说到了八界那八界山路我那就把上网没跑对对那就推进东外去就单人조선 태남바에 혀다다 소양 쪽주디면 거도 남다 재미 도제 제도다 점초다 그 삼도 산조라 파제미 버든도 번저 거통 홍조선 태남바에 lonjana 신제마에 니다베메데네 yapja라 예자보 초자 신제기 조인 조마모 참메마 조인 조 에카자다라제마 도제저바 소점에 도제저바 저게 메레제 도선기기다 소정저 겐도 마몬 칸로 제노 랍제선 잠버고요 르규도단제 몽고예나 그기 돌로선지로 도단지고 투지다고 발링카라 토만데기라 노제다 장고다지바 자제냥가 도벌렌주제 세가포가 도벌렌주제 모든징이 도벌렌주제 로가 나가 도벌렌주제 샤가사가 도벌렌주제 민초와 도벌 세말라소랑 히랑라포 솔콘은 요 자산비는 노나던 드나가인 가슬라 자부휴 수선yen 단동세용 장게진 유지도다 타그소 저한도 자탐동체 我来写到没办法，我的怎么没办的？这么春节不用的，给你把了现金没帮车，现金肉不都是做的，怕我现金已经把都把咱家着了。 Dagam tarwa durda lo jorven telen drapan zoi torjin dang son bibe tse do se nga punya kan jo do ban jo cham do ga nga xian be da xian so lin na bu jia de ne pa be tang re ga yama do za de do so be tang re ga yama do za do so be tang ren ga yama do za be do बेदन सवाज दाज दन बेने बे जेने बे या दो सुनो जे समालो दन जे खला जो निल मारे जो सो सो बोला जो सोला मारे जो सो लुदो ना बडो सोला मारे बे सो जे ब yang दो ग दो से nga driven ta e nya ya ngap mo sha ga den do amo ga so la de mong jo so la kam ya jo so la zhen yan jo so la yang xian jo so la ma ra ya be so la dan ba ye ne do no ze so la tang re le len jo re so jian jo zhen ya ga ba ya ye jian zhe de ji ge dang so so pen ba ye no ta de zang sen de chou jie mi okay. Reading transmission is completed. I'm going to do money. 다 제일마 부기잖아. 다디 도저도 도거니. 벌써는 좀 다 뭔가 가는 통로. 가만히 그전에 생각 비서. Continue. Yeah, reading names. Che giochi amo godale. Sa jana ne jode, usi bodana.